Morning.
Randy, good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Good to see you too.
I haven't seen you on social media.
Yeah.
This is the second time I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
I think the first time I saw you, you made an appearance on Joy FM's Showbiz A to Z.
Yes.
And you were there with I think Miss Bell.
Yeah, with Auntie Miss Bell.
I like that, Auntie Miss Bell.
Yes, please.
Excuse me. Miss Bell, my girlfriend. I love her to bits. Me feeling the power. I like Miss Bell.
She's a very lovely person. Yeah.
And Miss Bell signed you.
Yeah, Ice-T Records signed me.
Which record?
Ice-T Records.
Ice-T.
Yes, please. Yeah, so I'm particularly on Ice-T Records, but Miss Bell is just an affiliation to Ice-T Records. Yeah, so she was there at our signing.
When you say she's an affiliate, I don't get it.
The manager, that is Ice-T, is related to Miss Bell. Yes, so that is why I put it like that.
In this case, you are not Miss Bell's artist.
No.
Oh.
I'm Ice-T Records artist.
Are you the same guy that popped up during the signing?
Yes, please.
Wait. The same guy that had the Schnapps and the eggs and all of that, was that you?
Yeah, yes.
In this case, it wasn't Miss Bell that did that.
No.
Why was she mentioned then?
Like I said, she has an affiliation or a connection with the record label manager. That's Ice-T. Yes, so she was a special guest on the night.
And people linked it to her.
Yeah.
Some were insulting her on social media.
Yeah.
Why were they bullying her? And if that's the case, why didn't Ice-T Records come to deny that, oh, he's our artist, we signed him, and this is A, B, and C is the reason we had to use Schnapps and eggs and all of that, and not Miss Bell. Why did they leave that to bear and people bullying her left, right, center?
I think that's a very good one over there. That's the record label should have done that. But I think, wherever Miss Bell is, a lot of people would like to ascribe so much stuff to her. That is how it happened like that. But she was not the label manager. She was just there as a special guest.
And you didn't do anything about it?
About the bashings, about...
Of course. Because wait, if Miss Bell is my girlfriend or my sister, or my wife, or any relative, I'll be hurt.
Yes.
Because I don't see the reason people will be insulting her for something she hasn't done, right?
Yeah.
Yes, just as you mentioned, people think that she has connotations with these kind of stuff, but hey, she may not do all of them.
No, she didn't.
Again, this particular case, it had nothing to do with her.
Yes, of course. That's true.
I feel bad for her. I feel very bad.
But I think it's not too late. The label could probably, like you
Please
said,
advise.
release a statement or something
Yes,
to
please
address
advise
that issue.
that they do something about it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know how she handles these kind of unnecessary criticism.
Yeah.
I feel very bad for her. Obi Mami out in the bed. Charlie, it be some way.
Yes.
The fact that she popped up to support a
Yes.
brother, all of a sudden she's been linked to something she knows nothing about. And I want to say, maybe.
Oh.
You know.
It's whatever we did was the plan of the record label. Yes, and I was informed about it, and I think I reckoned with the idea. And so it wasn't particularly Miss Bell's idea or her brainchild for us to do something like that. It was a mutual agreement as well between myself and the record label. So I think it's just her presence there that, and because she had always said on several occasions that she's not a Christian, I think that is why probably people would like to ascribe it to her.
Are you a Christian?
Myself, yeah, I was born a Christian. My parents are all Christians of the Muzama Disco Christo Church. I grew up in the church as
Please
well.
speak up.
Yeah, so like I said, my parents were all members, and they are still members of the Muzama Disco Christo Church back there in Shah Hills. My father was a very good member of the church, and so we grew up going to church every day. So I am.
You still a Christian?
Yes, please.
Okay. And the label is for Miss Bell's son.
Yes, please.
Okay. You got signed and had an agreement with them. That what?
That we're going to work together for 2 years.
Oh,
yes.
That was the contract.
Yeah, the contract.
Okay. And it also came that it was in the news that you were signed with a bottle of Schnapps.
Yes.
And eggs.
Yes. Not egg. Egg wasn't part, but Schnapps. And yes, Schnapps and some drinks.
Why?
That was the record label's way of that is how they wanted the signing to be. And so although we had a written contract which we signed, there were lawyers in the picture to sign on my behalf and on the behalf of the record label as well. But that was their idea. That is the traditional aspect. That was how they feel. Because if they were Christians, probably they could invite a pastor or something to pray over it. Yes, so I think that probably they are not Christians, and so they decided to do the traditional way.
Okay, what was the Schnapps for?
For prayers.
How do you use Schnapps to pray?
As Africans, I think that before we became Christians, we were Africans, and Africans, we normally pour libations. Libations is our African way of praying to God. And so when you pray to God, normally we call on ancestors to bear witness to whatever we are praying about. And so myself, typically growing from Shah Hills at Dangwe, these things are not new to me. We always pour libations. And I would even entreat everybody to learn how to pour libations.
You will entreat people to pour libations?
To learn how to do it. Yeah, to learn how to. There is a way
Have you learned how to?
Oh, yes. Yes.
You've learned how to pour libations?
In my setting back there in Shires, we normally pour libations.
Right, I understand. Okay, in your church, do you pour libation?
No, in my church, we don't pour libations.
So why are you asking people to pour libations then?
Yes, so, the church is one aspect of us that had come to stay with us. But as Africans, as what we are, libations has been part of us. In fact, when you are born, libation will be poured on your behalf. And when you die before you be buried, libations will be poured on your behalf. So between birth and death, that is when you have the consciousness that you can do everything on your own. I think we should learn how to. Because, Randy, a lot of things happen to us that if we are able to pour just libations, we will be good to go. Yes, especially people whose parents are dead. Some people are so lucky all their parents are dead. Father and mother is dead. That is...
They are lucky.
Yes. You can, when you are pouring libation, you will know whom to call. Because when you pour libation, you don't call the living.
Right.
You invite or you call on the dead. Now, when your parents are not dead, you might not know whom to call. You might not know your ancestors. But when you know that my mom and my dad are dead, when you are pouring libation, you will know who to call.
So you call on them.
Yes.
Okay, I'm learning. I'm no, you see, I'm not just asking questions. Sometimes I sit here, I ask questions, and people think it's just I'm just asking questions, probably fed by my producers. Okay. But sometimes I ask questions to be well informed, right? Okay. Now, some of these things you are mentioning, although I know them, but not in depth, right? Okay. You just mentioned that when you pour libations, you call on the dead.
Yes.
In your case where you were signing on to become an artist, did you call on the dead?
Yes, we did.
For your music?
Yes.
Wow.
And we call on the people that did music and that were very prominent in the music industry. the likes of Susie Williams, the likes of Terrible and Chaka. Yes, we call
To come and do what?
to bear witness to what we are doing and to make it bear fruits.
Hey,
Yes.
Minister Nipone. What's this?
Yeah, that's how it's done. When you are when I'm sure that if we were to be signing on football basis, we would probably refer to footballers who are dead and gone. Because like I said, when you pour libations, you don't call on the living. The living are carnal, they could lie. Yes. So when I am entering into a contract with you and I'm very sure that I'll be truthful to you, you are also very sure that you'll be truthful to me. There shouldn't be a problem if we have to pour libations and call on the dead or any other powers of authority that are in the spiritual realm to bear witness, so that when you fault the agreement, you'll be held responsible. And when I fault the agreements, I'll be held responsible. Like I said, they are not living, they are dead. And so they are very truthful. Human beings could lie. When we call on human beings to bear witness, I could go and see them back door and talk to them. Later, they'll come and bear false witness. But the dead, they don't do that.
It was rumored that the Schnapps were for all of these incantations that occurred were something to caution you. They were cautionary tales to let you know that when you fault,
Yes.
or you go against, or if there is any if you abrogate the contract or whatever it is, there are certain consequences to face.
Yes.
Was it true?
Yes. That's how libations are poured, actually. Yes. And that was not the only thing.
And you fell for that.
I didn't fall for that. I agreed to that.
Of course, yes, you did. You fell for it. So once you agreed to it, it means you had given it had been consensual. So yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah. So, like I said, when we are signing a contract that we are all sure that we will be truthful to each other. I mean, if we have to stand before the highest authority in the land to swear, it shouldn't be a problem. That is if we are sure that we'll be truthful to each other. And that was not the only thing that we mentioned. We mentioned that it should also help us to make whatever we are doing, bear fruits.
In this case, if you abrogate or if you go against the contract, what happens?
I shouldn't go against it.
If you go against it, what's going to happen to you?
Well, then
at least we will all bear witness.
Yes.
That if anything happens to you, you say,
Kwaku. They will decide on.
They asked you not to sleep with a woman whilst you are working, and you did.
Yeah.
And because of that, what? You have a protruding tongue.
So they will decide on what to do.
What did they mention?
They didn't mention anything in particular.
You just said that there were certain things that were mentioned that if you go against the contract.
Yeah.
So if you go against the contract, what's going to happen to you?
Like I said, we didn't mention that when one party faults the contract, do this or do that to the person. So they will decide on what to do to the person.
They when
the powers
say,
that we called upon.
Who are who is they, or who are? If I don't say who are they, when you say they, who is they?
Yeah, so the ancestors that we called upon, they would decide on what to
do. Do you think this is the best way to sign any contract, especially when it comes to music in Ghana?
I cannot say it is the best way because I'm still learning. Yes, but I think that it is okay. I'm not saying it is the best way. Everybody has their own ways that they feel they want to do what they want to do. So I cannot say it is the best way. But I think it's normal. It's not bad. Yes.
No, the reason I asked is because a lot of people have gone contrary to.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to these things,
yes.
I'll sign you, I'll do this for you, I'll spend too much money.
And people invest a lot in.
I'm a witness. I've had a lot of experiences. Just that sometimes when you talk about them, I say, "Oh, pekasa," and I say, "Oh,
a lot of times I've been wondering why, especially our musicians who have been in the industry for a very long time, the likes of Samini, the likes of Stoneboy, the likes of Shatawale, and I mean the legends who have been in the game, I think that it should get to a time where they shouldn't, be competing with the up and coming. I think that sometimes they should just sign them. But probably because of some of these experiences, when you go to Nigeria, the Nigerians they do sign artists, especially the musicians. They do sign other artists. They say that every good dancer should know when to leave the stage. But it looks like Ghana, we grew up listening to some artists who are still in the game, and I think
but
that
there are a lot of them in Ghana.
I think that they should
That
sign.
they sign some of them. We saw Samini brought Stoneboy.
Yeah, Samini brought Stoneboy.
Samini brought Kofi Kinata.
But we would want more of that.
Guru had worked with Wuta, Kimpaluta, Singlet, and the likes. D Black.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of musicians. Sarkodie has, he worked with Aquaboa, Strongman. Yeah.
We would want
So
more
with
of
that,
Beat Brandy. More
a lot of musicians are. That one. Miss Bell is also working with Kwaku Shai.
Yeah. She's done very well. I'm so grateful to her. I think
you just shot
more
yourself.
Of
You
this.
didn't appreciate what Miss Bell has done. Get out. You want someone to support you like this, you could have used her as an example.
Yeah.
Because
I was speaking.
it's not only in Nigeria, in Ghana, we've seen quite a number of them. There are producers, there are musicians who sign artists. Unfortunately, these things happen. A lot of
maybe because they didn't go the way we did. If they have done it that way,
I'm sure with that it will deter a lot of people.
Yes, sure. I'm very sure about that.
Because if you are planning of messing up,
all the time we pray.
Something must be a reminder.
Yes.
That, Charlie, hey, don't forget.
Yes. It keeps you on your toes.
Yeah. Oh wow. I like your Natri song.
Yeah, Natri. Yeah, it's
immediately I started playing you.
It's typically in Dangui, and I love it.
I felt your reaction.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's one of Miss Bell's favorite as well. She loves it so much because I think she understands the language clearly.
For me, I don't understand the language,
but
I was still jamming to it.
Thank you very much.
When it comes to music, I mean, the language is rather the music.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not about the lyrics and the comprehension, but I think it's the music.
Thank you very much.
Nice. Did you produce it yourself?
No, please. Was done by Aspinas. Yeah, he's in Somanya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Folks, in the studio, Kwaku Shai. Kwaku Shai, I am a special guest. Do you sleep?
Yeah, I do.
Peacefully?
Yes, please.
No, because I'm wondering,
hey,
if it be me, it's just like you've had some blood covenant with your girlfriend like that. And some other girls are tempting you, calling, hey, Charlie, down, here, ready. This one, if I use them, nothing will happen. Nothing. What? Oh. Charlie. Will you sign an artist?
Myself. Yeah, if I have the resources, I would do.
What did they sign you with?
Say again, I didn't.
What did the label sign you with? Initially, they sign with cars, they sign with cash, they sign with, properties and.
I think that one I would like to keep it private.
Why? You even put your life, and your spiritual life, where other evil ears that are listening could even tap into it. That one you didn't keep it private. You said it. Now, when it comes to people who are using your career to uplift or inspire people, say it so people get inspiration. And they are saying you want to keep it private. What's private about it? Or you didn't get nothing?
Oh, I got.
What did you get?
If I mention it, a lot of calls will start coming.
You are owing people. You are.
A lot of calls will start coming, so I like to keep that one private for now, low key.
What's today's day? 7 or 8. When it comes to these times, people will be calling Charlie. But so me ask yo, would you pay me my money?
Right.
Oh wow. One of your songs, Mau
Bay.
Mau Bay.
Yeah, it was produced by Brainy Beats.
Brainy, oh.
Yes, please.
My boy. Is he back?
No, not yet.
Okay. Mau, what I saying is, okay, Mau is your God.
Bay. Yeah, Mau is God. Mau Bay means God's time. Yeah, Bay means time in Dangbe. Yeah.
How do you describe your music?
Afro sounds.
What's Afro sounds? Is that
Afro
which genre is Afro sounds?
Probably, or what we call Afro beats, right? Yes. It has African instruments involved, and so it makes it Africans can easily resonate with it because of the African music, like the guitars, the drums.
Looks like the it looks like we're being too sententious with our conversation, but when I hear people talk like that, African instruments, and they mention guitars, and is there anything like African guitar? They're not the same instruments everyone uses.
Yes, but some sounds are very particular to Africans, especially Ghana, like the high lives, the yam ponsa. Yes. So not just that only. It's just sometimes we are limited, but African sounds vary, especially when you come to where I come from, Dangbe. We have a certain drum pattern that is called Bonu. Yes.
Bonu.
Obonu.
Obonu.
Yes. Like grum, gudum, gum, gudum, gum, gudum. Yes. It's so rhythmic. Yes. Sometimes I just get confused about how we are not able to infuse all these drums. Yes. It gives some kind of vibrations. Yeah. So I think the engineers.
Why don't you set the ball rolling?
Yeah. We are working on that. My sounds coming up will have the Obonu drums in it. Yeah.
Listeners, let's listen to Kwaku Shai's new song, Minkwa.
Yeah, Minkwa.
You sang it in Chi?
Yes, please.
Well, what happened to the Dangbe?
Yeah. I wanted a lot of people to also understand. I have a lot of songs in Dangbe. And some of the people will be saying, oh, I wish I could understand. I wish I could understand. I decided to do this one so that they could relate with.
Okay.
Yes.
Folks, with just 10 minutes to 9, here is Kwaku Shai, Minkwa. Yep.
Ice-T record.
Very short and simple. I like it.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you.
I've listened to your Maube. I've listened to Natri. I think Mayano is.
Mayano.
I haven't listened.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Right.
Maybe, yeah, you could.
Yeah, and I'm checking out all of these songs. Who are your target audience?
Target audience is Ghanaians and people who resonate with the African beats or African sounds.
Please get closer and speak up.
Yeah, so like I said, my target audience is Ghanaians and people who resonate with the African, sounds. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, Andy, this one there, shaking my head. But who am I to force someone's spiritual beliefs? Hey, a Christian that is pouring libation. Hey, pouring libation. Wow. What a libation. Few comments for you. Enoka Jintete says, Dangbe music in the building. Proud of you, bruh. Ras TBC Ofo said, deep Africanism. Neck Heaven Boy said, we are proud of you, Kwaku Shai. New boy said, Donyumu we from.
Doyumu.
What's that? Doyumu.
Doyumu, yeah.
What's that?
Shai Hills. It's a town in Shai Hills called Doyumu. That's where I'm from.
Charlie Shai Hills. Mr. for come live there.
It's a very nice place to be.
Some time ago, some girl. Okay, sorry. I guess the nice girls did there. Wow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Not just there. You know, Dangboys are naturally blessed.
With what?
With beauty.
Yeah.
Yes, and they can cook as well. Yes, so
Speaking
that
from
is why
experience.
a lot of times people normally say Dangboys are. There's this notion. People normally say Dangboys are cursed or all that.
They cursed?
Yeah.
Never heard that.
Oh, normally people say that the Krobos. Krobos are Dangboys as well.
Ah.
Yeah, Dangboy is broad naturally. People refer to the whole of Dangboy as Krobos,
Okay.
which is wrong. Dangboy is big. We have 7 very big clans under the Dangboy umbrella. We have Shai, that is Se, where I come from. Then we have Adan. Then we have Osudoku. Then we have Boom. Then we have Somanya. Even Somanya, we have Manyaklo and Yiloklo. Yes. Before we have Nigo and Pram Pram. These are all Dangboys. But normally people say Krobofo, which is not right. Yeah. So people normally say Okonfanochi cursed the Krobos, which is not.
With what?
That's what people normally say.
Ah.
But it's because the Dangboys are naturally beautiful. And they can cook.
I know that folk.
Yes.
There's some folk tales about some cowboy ladies that went to watch him bath naked and Okonfanoche cursed them with something.
Yeah.
So what? Is that the reason you're saying they're beautiful?
Yeah, that's what people normally say, but that is not it. I know that growing up in Shai Hills.
But is it about beauty or is it about their promiscuity? That's what they are tagged with usually. Yeah, so it's not just about the beauty. I mean, beauty in there, we all know they're beautiful. But Jamaino, that's what they attacked with.
Yes.
I mean, once you mention, so that comes out.
I think that one is a blessing that God had given to. Yeah, that's sexually very, very good.
Wow.
Yes.
Speaking from experience.
Yes.
Wow. They are sexually good.
Yes.
How many have you tried?
Oh, Randy.
Oh, you were about answering. Why? What happened?
Randy.
Oh. Kwaku, how many? Oh. I mean, I've never been there. So
I thought you were mentioning that you had.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Opa so would me say Tokro. Me I did Tokro him off. I did right there. Oh. Some lady she was talking to me about Shai Hills.
Okay.
She wanted me to have a property there.
Yes. Yes.
There was some land.
Yes.
She introduced me, but the area was huge.
Yes.
Some acres of land.
Yes. I could help so we get the. I would like you to get a place over there. It's a nice place actually.
So they say.
Yes.
I went there.
The Shai Hills Reserve, a whole lot of history over there. You know, that's where the Shai people settled before they moved down to where we are now, present day Doyumu and Dodowa. Yes, there's a lot of rich history over there. And the caves, the Shai Reserve inside also, it's a very nice place to be, yes. I would like
air.
You to, yes.
So, when I went there, I really enjoyed the place. And I was like,
I could probably know who you are talking about, a lady, because I'm very popular. I know almost every lady over there. Yes.
So now get your mind out of the gutters. It's not what you're thinking that a lady had done. She introduced me to a property.
To a property, yes.
Now back to what you were saying, that they are sexually good.
Yes.
And I asked you that you're talking from experience.
Yes.
And you said yes. And I'm asking how many?
Oh, just one. I
One.
used to have a girlfriend.
So if it's just one, how do you compare one to hundreds or thousands?
Oh, I have friends.
Or you had different girlfriends before her?
No, not that.
No, I'm not saying now. I mean before her.
No.
They were all shy girls.
Yes.
So you have experience.
Brandy.
That's here for Yapon.
Brandy, come on, though.
Kwaku. I say be radio. If I want come on.
I say you're there.
I mean, what's a morning show without good conversation? What's the point? People are stressed. People are going to work. They are going to face their crazy bosses. Some your baby at your you need to excite people. Yeah. So when is this song out, Minkwa?
Minkwa is out already. It's on all streaming platforms. KWAKUSHAI, Kwaku Shai. Go get it. I mean, everywhere.
The Shai is SHAI.
SHAI, yes.
Right. Kwaku Shai.
Yes.
Listeners, please. Is it Kwaku or Kwaku?
Kwaku. KWA.
Oh, so Kwaku.
Kwaku, okay.
Kwaku. Wow. For once, I've met a Ghan who pronounces the word. Not usually they mention Kwaku.
Kwaku, yeah.
Right. So, but yours is Kwaku.
Kwaku, yes. KWA. I think that is the right one, right?
Well, it varies. So the fancies have Kwe as in KWE.
Okay.
The Ashantis have KWA.
Okay.
Kwaku.
Okay.
So yours is So KWA.
Yes, please.
KU. But I think the Evers and some of the guns also
do, yeah.
Kwaku. Right? Yeah. But yours, I like yours.
I used to
have
Kwaku.
Listeners, so Kwaku Shai. Please stream. Let's stream. Let's support his music. Let's support his music. Kwaku Shai. The guy has some very good songs.
And also you bomb
Oh no, but me, I curse people. Yeah.
Okay.
Me, I curse people, but with goodness.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can you curse people with goodness?
Yes.
Well? That is new to me, though. Curse with good.
Yes.
Okay.
Why haven't you been cursed with anything good?
Then, if it is good, then it has to be blessing.
Must I forget?
Okay. Then I'm learning.
Sure. You don't want anyone to curse you with something good. Actually, I curse you with riches. You go get riches.
That is what we call blessing.
No.
Okay.
I know you're different. Someone can bless you. But if you want to curse me with goodness. That you'll be good all your life.
Okay.
Goodness will frustrate you. Like, I don't cry me, yes, I don't know near my papa, like, you tired.
Okay.
Can't we curse with goodness?
With goodness, okay.
We can curse with goodness. You, I curse you with goodness.
Thank you.
I curse you.
Amen.
In fact, I curse you with blessings.
Amen. Amen. I'd receive it.
Let's show him love. Let's show him all the support. Kwaku Shai on all streaming platforms. Stream his music. When you hear he has a show, attend. When you go, don't get free tickets. Buy. At least support a brother. Learn to be everywhere. It shows when they invite you, go. Support his music. We compare ourselves to these foreigners and they are filling big auditoriums and stadia, and we can do them. We can do them too. But how do we do it? It's a collective effort. Where people from Shai Hills, people from Kumewu, people from Sunyani, people from Accra all assemble at one venue to watch an artist who's coming up and has great songs. The next time we see him, maybe on a global stage, and it always starts with us. This is from us to the world. Let us support Kwaku Shai. Kwaku, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
And make this your home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, myself, I've had this interview in my mind on several occasions in my house back there in Shai Hills. I've always sat before you in my room all the time.
Hey, Maza, hey!
So,
hey. So you don't have to,
So I know that
you be some spiritual or something.
I've always imagined where I want to be in my mind. I position myself there even before I get there. So I know that I'll come back here on a build-up. Yes, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time.
I'm on social media as well, Kwaku Shai, on all social media platforms. I'm Kwaku Shai. Everybody should follow me so we continue over there. And thanks to Miss Bell and Godmother.
Yo, I want to have a Dangbe friend.
Oh, I understand.
I want to try
Yeah.
and see if
I'm the plug.
You are the plug.
Yes. From Doyumu to Adan to so everywhere.
I want to have one and check if truly they are sweet, as you
I'm
say.
the plug.
Yeah. Someone is asking, Enoch Agentete says, what's the relationship between you and Inat Music after signing into Ice-T Records?
Relationship has been... Inat is my brother. He has
Were
been...
you signed previously?
No. It wasn't a verb, or it wasn't a written... We didn't have a contract. But he was just supporting me, pushing money into my music.
Oh, wow.
Until I got to this day. And still, we are very, very good. Shouts to Inat. Yeah.
Very nice. On that note, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Folks, and that's Kwaku Shai. Kwaku Shai's music. Franklin Tete says, Botwe!
This is Hitz.